Welcome back.
Holy, this
You're probably already
feels
saying
crazy.
this looks real weird. This feels weird. We don't have John this week, but just to get into it, we can get into it in a second. Welcome back. I believe it's episode 12. We're looking at NFL Week 15. I am your host, Luca. Got my co-host with me, Shiz Nasty.
Shiz nasty, baby. Shiz nasty, baby.
Let's
Let's
go.
go.
John is out this week with another medical injury. Sources, we can't give out too many sources, too much info, but moral of the story is
Multiple sources, though.
he might be alive. He might not be alive.
Yeah, he should we say it? Should we say what?
Um, hypothetically
we put it?
speaking, John
If John,
was
if
at
John,
dinner, and then he went outside, and then he woke up on a random person's doorstep. So you can do with what you want with that information.
doesn't drink
There was
either.
no foul play. Yep, there was no foul play, no alcohol, no drugs in the system. Did he black out and
Yep.
not remember everything? Maybe. Did he pass out? Maybe. We just don't know. We weren't there.
Yeah, I think it's best to just leave it at that. You could never really put anything on John. So almost every other word that comes out of his mouth is a lie. So yeah, we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that. So it's just gonna be us this week. Little recap. I don't know what Sam did, but I went 4-1 last week. I guaranteed a 4-0 week, and technically I did.
What was your loss?
But then I added the Chiefs at the last minute, or no, I added the Raiders at the last minute with you, which I'm taking blame for that. I was totally in on that. Still went 4-1, felt great. Finally back. I think last week I had myself at 23-23. I'm gonna go back on this video because I think I was 22-24, but I was last minute editing last week, so I wasn't able to fully check up on that. Regardless, I know I'm back in the green again. Now all three of us on the pod are back in the green.
I think you're up by 1 on me. I think I went 2 and 2, but I can't remember.
Regardless, we're all in the green finally. First time in the year.
Yeah, which is honestly pretty impressive for this late in the season. Like,
what a lot of people
not
don't
easy to do.
understand, and like me and Sammy know, but like professional fucking sports bettors, 57% is a winning year.
And that's a great year.
Like the 50% to 60% is average and normal. If you ever see someone that's saying that they're preaching, I go 75%. I went 75% in all my picks last year. I had 300 picks. They're lying to you. They're lying.
No shot.
It doesn't happen. There's runs, but then there's always then you lose 10 out of your next 12 or whatever it is.
No, exactly. Like you can have a good month even. You could go on a hot ass run, but
so for us to be above 50%, I feel great about it. I'm really glad that we've been able to keep this going, and we're trying to keep giving videos for you guys. But let's jump right into it. We're going to try and make this a quick episode because we're just going to be giving 4 picks a pop. Who knows? I might give 8. Regardless, Sam, you want me to start or do you want to start? I can start.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. You seem ready.
So I'm going to go down to the bias game of the week. Of course, we got Washington at the Eagles. They were supposed to play on Saturday. I'm pretty pissed about this. This is a home game.
No, it's just a homer pick.
No. Kind of. But let me get into it. So I'm pretty pissed about it. I know a lot of the Eagles players are really pissed about it. The Eagles have 0 COVID. They've broken 0 COVID protocols. They have 0 COVID tests. Why do they get to lose about this? Did they reschedule the Broncos game last year? Do you remember that shit game where they didn't have a QB?
No, I know.
And they made them play. They just like now the Eagles have to play 3 games over a 13-game span. Like that's just I think that especially with them trying to get in the playoffs, I think that's super fucked up. Getting to my main point, it's over, man. The Eagles are pissed. They're gonna rout them right now. I'm pretty sure it's a heavy favorite. What do they at, Sam? They got them at. We're using Circa's a sports book out of Vegas because a lot of these lines aren't out there. I know our lines may not correspond with you guys. Lines are going to be coming out later. Philadelphia is at -8 right now. I'm taking that. I think they kill them this week. Washington is hot.
What would you take them up to?
10. 10,
10
10
even?
comfortably. 10 comfortably. Yes.
10 and
Both
a half, you're not taking them?
maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna comfortably 10. Both teams are 4-1 against the spread their last 5 games. Washington has been red hot, but I also think the Eagles are gonna be red hot. I don't care who starts for the Eagles. I honestly would like to see Minshew again, but I know Hurts is our option this year. I still believe in Hurts. Regardless, I'm going to keep this plain and simple. Eagles -8. You guys, once this line comes out, guys, it might be -10. It might be -6. Regardless, Eagles, Eagles -8.
Yeah, no, I like that pick. Like nobody got fucked more than the Eagles in this whole everything's all fucked up right now, but they got fucked the most. And
Them and
I'm
the
a big
Raiders. The Raiders don't have a COVID test either.
yeah, it's bullshit. But I'm a big meaningful game guy too. So like that game's got some meaning to them. All right, my first pick. I'm gonna go back to like my original big bets um first half lines. I'm gonna take the Bucks first half -6.5.
Damn, I
I
like that.
Carolina is just. I thought Cam Newton was like kind of back, dude. He sucks. He sucks. I mean, yeah, he'll run it here and there, but he can't throw the ball. He trips over himself in the pocket. Like he's just not it. And I don't know. All Carolina has is a fucking rush game. And
That's next week, Sammy.
oh my god, it is
No, yeah, it's I literally just was looking at that too. I like that game. It's actually they play New Orleans.
New Orleans.
That's what
Still
yeah.
6.5. I
Yep.
apologize. Still 6.5 though. That's weird. Same fucking line. Um, yeah,
I mean, you
it's
still
more
take
about
it.
just
Still take it.
I was going to say this is pretty much correlates the same thing. The Saints thrive on the rush. You know, they have Hill and their fucking Kamara, and the Bucks have the best rush D. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm a sucker for the big heavy favorite first half line. I think they'll be up by a touchdown. But yeah, literally the same thing corresponds to for as it would with the Panthers game. Good against the rush, and that's pretty much they can't. Neither team really throws the ball.
I like that. I like that. I'm
Yeah, Bucks
gonna.
first half.
I had Bucks on my card just because I've been riding the past couple weeks. I'm gonna stay away though. I'm gonna leave that up to you.
Pressure on me.
I just mentioned the Raiders a second ago. I'm going down to the Raiders at the Browns game. Same thing. I think the Raiders are going to be pissed off against the Browns. And
Yeah.
one thing that came into my mind was that they have all these COVID people. Like they now have like it's them and Washington who have a lot of players on both sides of the ball that are going to be most likely missing. But as we're seeing this week in NBA, I don't know if you've noticed today, many people that tested positive like 2, 3 days ago are now negative and playing tonight. I knew like there's a couple big names coming back tonight. DeMar DeRozan, he missed like 4 or 5 days. Like he's back. So I'm kind of thinking that like some of these Browns players could, because they moved the game to Tuesday, they could, get that negative test on Monday and be back. But
Hmm.
I mean, this started out as a -6.5 Browns on most books. I'm gonna go and take the Raiders -1, I believe.
Yeah, that's what I had.
Raiders -1.
Plus,
I'm gonna take them
just say it's a
plus
pick 'em.
one.
It's a pick 'em.
Okay, yeah. Regardless, I mean, it doesn't really matter in there. If you guys want to take the money line, take the money line. But I'm gonna take Raiders here. I think the Raiders would do, and I also think that they're gonna be pissed about how their game got postponed. No one wants to play 2 games closer to each other. For that reason, take the Raiders.
I like it. Go with my squad there, but they looked horrible against the Chiefs. They looked so
Dude, they
bad.
look so bad.
That game was over from the fucking get.
But like we always say, I mean, I go by week to week all the time when a team plays really well. But when a team plays really bad, you always have to remember that the NFL is not week to week.
No,
Like a team can just blow another team out in the next week.
they could definitely have bounced back. Um, all right, my second pick. I'm gonna go with the. I'm almost. I don't know how well I'm doing with them betting them this year, but I bet them a lot this year. The Detroit Lions. I mean, the sorry ass team in the NFL, obviously, but they're getting 13 points against Arizona. They're at home. You know, and Cardinals don't have D Hop. I'm almost positive. No D Hop. I mean, it
He's
doesn't
out.
even.
He's out for most likely the rest of the
Oh, yeah,
year.
for the year. He's out for the year. So like,
Said maybe playoffs, but they're shutting him down.
I don't know. Like AJ Green's still good. Kyler's still gonna be there, but I don't know. 13's just a shitload of points. I don't think they're that bad. they're bad, but yeah, I don't know. 13's a lot of points. I'm gonna just roll with the Detroit Lions. It's probably
Don't
gonna
mind that.
I think I've been horrible on them every time I bet them this year, but
It's okay. I'm gonna take a little sucker bet here. This line is so different across the board. A lot of books, like our book we use, they don't even have the line up right now. Going down to the Seahawks at the Rams. The Seahawks Cardinals. I mean, that Rams Cardinals game was great last week. Um, the Rams have a lot of. They're probably third right now in the league for COVID right now. They have a lot of people on COVID. Odell tested negative today. Let's remember that.
he'll
Higbee,
be back.
Yep,
Back.
Higbee, Ramsey, and Von Miller all missed last game because of COVID. So my theory is they're going to be back 110%. So as long as if Ramsey's back and then Higbee come back, Higbee hasn't been that great in fantasy this year, but I'm telling you, he's a big part of that team. He's very big on third down. He gets them the good plays. He makes them march down the field. So I'm going to go with the Rams this week. They started out at -7. They did drop down about 4.5 at one point, but on the Circa Sportsbook, as of right now, they have the Rams -6. I'm taking that. I think the Rams blow them out this week. They need to catch up. There's a lot of fraud talk going around in the league. I mean, really, the only teams that people aren't calling frauds, I would say, are the Patriots and probably the Bucks, as of right now.
Yeah, honestly, it's pretty in the air right now. I mean, like everyone kind of counted out the Chiefs, but like you got to say the Chiefs could still they're back. People counted them out. Like literally, were saying they got no shot. Like you could have got some. I think you could have got like 10-1 on them to win the Super Bowl. Which you have. Oh no.
Luca Sig is back.
The man with the sig, undefeated. I'm gonna count that undefeated. Or
The
no,
man, the man in the
4.5.
Sig is shooting at an unreal clip right now. And this week, I'm going back to some decently heavy favorites, and I don't give a fuck. Because last week, it beat week 10, I think it was, Sam. I'm kind of I'm shooting a random number here, but Vegas lost so much money that one week. I remember Sam was getting mad at me because I was being the sucker. I was doing sucker parlays. I ended up going up like 6 units that week. Killed it. And then last week was the biggest loss of the year for Vegas because the favorites went 12-3, I think.
Yeah, they literally almost exactly 12-3. Yeah,
they killed it. So this week, if we go by statistics, probably not looking like a big favorite week, but because of so many of these weird lines and all this weird stuff, I mean, I just have to. I gotta take these big spreads.
I saw some crazy parlays being hit last week. People hitting like 10, 15 teams.
I saw people flexing on Twitter, and he was like, "Oh, I hit this shit. I shouldn't have cashed out." And like, you literally went down the board, and it was like 11 straight favorites, and I was like, "Fuck you,
dude." Yeah,
that 11 straight favorites.
Bro, that fucking idiot. This guy had a $20 parlay to win 100,000. That one, and he didn't cash out. He could have cashed out for 36 grand.
Exactly. That's one of them I was thinking about. Yeah.
Absolute moron. Yeah. And he had this thing after they recorded him. He's like, I wouldn't change a thing. It's like, dude, you're a fucking idiot. Like,
man with the sig back though. Let's go.
It's not just.
What's it coming to your third pick now?
Third pick, and then are we gonna go to segment?
I don't think I'm gonna be able to get one in this week. I've been lacking. I don't want to get the 5 viewers' hopes up. We're gonna get if we do have one, it's gonna get put in right here. But I don't think that we're gonna have one. We'll see.
Yeah. All right. My next pick, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go to Denver. Denver Broncos. They're at -3 versus the Bengals. They've just been clicking, man. The defense has been looking great. You know, so since he's kind of in a tough, they're in a must win. I'm pretty sure. So it's gonna be a tough game. You know, actually, you know what? I'm gonna go to the under in that game. I'm gonna go under 44.
I was gonna say you took the Bengals last week, and then you're gonna fade them this week. That's like a Luca move that usually doesn't work out.
I was just thinking about it. I think it's gonna be a close game, but I've been loving Denver. They've just been looking so great. You know, they got a lot of weapons. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the under 44. Yeah, that's gonna be my pick.
Okay. Go down to my fourth pick, which I think I'm gonna add a fifth pick because I'm a sick fuck. My fourth pick, it's the boys. Yes, I don't want the Cowboys to win another game this year. I don't want them to get any further ahead of the Eagles, but they pretty much got that shit locked down. I don't know if it clinched this week. No, it clinched not this week. If they win this week and they win next week, then they clinch the division. But man, they're gonna kill the Giants, dude. Like
Yeah. Who's that QB for the Giants?
it's the same one as last week. It's still fucking Baldy.
Oh,
What the fuck's his name? His face on me last week too. What great podcasters are we? It's fucking Mike Glennon. Mike Glennon is still in the back. It doesn't matter who the fuck they're playing. I am fading him.
Mike
Dude,
Glennon.
I took the Cowboys. I've taken them a decent amount recently. It's just such an easy pick. They're absolutely gonna destroy them. They do have
That's
some.
part two.
They only have. Okay, I love it. I love it.
First half.
They're currently okay. First half like that. They're currently sitting at 10.5. You guys know me. I will be buying that half point to get it to 10 in my parlay, but 10.5 is my pick for the podcast. They're going to cover that easily. The Giants can't do shit. They really can't. And then I'll just go on to my fifth pick real quick, and Sam can round us off. I'm going to go down to the Pats game. Come on. Like what? I'm looking at a couple of the books here. There's only one book that have the Pats favorite. Come on. I know I'm not getting the hook. I'm not getting the 3 points, but Colts minus 2.5. I don't care. I really don't. I'm gonna take the Pats. I'm gonna take the Pats plus 2.5.
I don't know how we can't take the Pats there.
Because they're gonna win the game, and I don't think they're gonna win the game by 1 or 2. And for that reason, they're 6-0 their last 6 games against the spread. They've covered 6 straight.
Dude, it seems like too big of a trap. That's the thing.
It really is,
bro. I'm honestly I'm tempted to fucking shift to Colts, even though
should.
I love the Pats. I want to take the Pats so bad, but usually when it's too good to be true, it's too good to be true. Like how can we possibly, like you said, 6-0, 6 straight? How can they possibly be a dog right now against not even a top team in the league? How does that make sense?
I don't know, because I don't see the Pats getting ran all over all game. And if they do, guess what? The Pats are going to run all over them. It really doesn't make sense. And I don't ride the Pats often. I take them against the Jets occasionally, but I'm gonna take the Pats. And honestly, up until this very moment, I kind of was on the Colts train because of the whole 6-0 trends. Trends don't last forever, especially undefeated ones. But I'm always on the wrong side, so hopefully I'll be on the right side this time around.
Yeah. I mean, I don't hate it. That's going to be a good one. I love the prime time. I'll probably take the under in that game.
So are you going to give one more official pick, or are you just going to keep that Cowboys first half?
No, I'm going to give one more official pick.
Let's go. 5 pick Sammy this week.
5 pick Sammy. This is rare for me. Just because John is gone. That's the only reason why.
Bastard. I was going to fade him so much this week.
Yeah, it would have been easy money. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Buffalo Bills first half. It should be at 6.5. They are actually playing Carolina.
Yep.
I had a little bit of dyslexia there back then, but yeah, the Bills off 2 losses, 2 tough losses too. They weren't like blowouts by any means. Back at home, sorry ass Panthers team. I already gave my spiel about the Panthers, how they Cam Newton ain't it really. I don't even care if he doesn't start. I don't think they're there. And the Bills need to prove some shit. They need to win out. And they got a tough match next week, so they need this win big time. So I'm just gonna take on the first half. I think they're gonna come out slinging. I still think they got a shot to compete in playoffs. People pulled them out too. Everyone's getting rolled out this year, but
I like that.
Too many weapons on that team, and
that might be my favorite pick of you for the week. I like that first half.
Yeah, I think we could possibly go 10-0 this week, dude. Or actually, that would be 10-0. If we go 10-0.
If we go 10-0, I'll buy someone a Tesla.
If we go 10-0, John can't be on the podcast next week.
Oh, if we go 10-0, he's off the pod.
Yeah.
In general. And he might be ripped, so I mean, he won't be on it anyways. But yeah, if you
Sure,
guys
yeah.
you guys will see this tomorrow morning. If you're watching this, please send John a text message to see if he answers back. If he doesn't answer, then he's probably RIP.
Yeah, yeah. Just shoot him a text. Just be like, thinking about you, bro. With like
Because
prayers up.
he won't watch this. He'll say he watches this, but he won't. He'll skip through it and shit.
Say some shit like you think he's like in trouble, even though he's probably fine. Just to have him weird it out.
Well, that's pretty much all she wrote for the podcast this week. I'm glad everybody tuned in. It's gonna be weird. Don't know what I'm gonna put yet for John's little box because I'm not gonna redo the whole display page, but
Maybe a picture of him.
probably troll him. Yeah, I'll probably have to find a funny photo. Might have to dig out an old high school phone and find a photo.
Or him in the Kappa suit.
The Kappa suit, yeah. Maybe I'll do a couple photos. I'll change it every 10 minutes. But that's all she wrote for Always Right Besides When They're Wrong. Thank you for tuning in as always. Shouts out John's mom.
Shouts out John's mom.